If you like our training videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Thanks. Okay, so we're going to try a longer lead and a different harness, and you can see right off the bat that there's a little bit of an issue, and I think you mentioned it yourself that there's been no acclimation to this harness, and you're going to see an effect on that right off the bat. And it's because it's a little constricting, especially around the armpits and around the shoulders. This is still not really a good tracking harness. It's not one meant for the job that you're going to be doing. It really impacts the dog's movement with its legs. And there's not a lot of pressure on the chest. That's what we want, is pressure on the chest, not the ankles or I'm sorry, not the armpits or the shoulders. So I would suggest probably getting a different style. You're going to want to do something with a chest pad, either nylon or leather. I think nylon is a little bit better at this point because she's still young, but as she gets big and a lot stronger, you can go with a leather one. I do not like the ones that have the lamb's wool padding in the center because it picks up a lot of thorns. Okay, so you just got a little bit of an air scent right there, way from a distance, but you can also see that when she paused and stopped, she started thinking about the harness just a little bit. It's impeding her work. She's not really liking it very much. Okay, so Frankie's actually dealing with this new harness and this 30-foot dragging lead pretty well. However, she starts to succumb a little bit to the back pressure right here. I think it's a combination of the noise and the friction. It flips her out just a little bit, so she stops and pauses. It's not really her MO, but I think it's having a little bit of an impact. But the whole idea behind what we're doing here is desensitization. This is why we don't really want to hang on to the lead now. We want them to get used to this dragging behind, a little bit of back pressure, and a little bit of noise. Okay, so you can see she doesn't like it, but as we continue to train and progress, you'll see that she's going to get through this pretty well. However, I do believe we need to get even a different harness than what she's wearing now. Well, we haven't done this yet, but we're going to have to start prepare for it. So this is really great timing off lead, your first big surface change. Now watch where she kind of gets off to the step off point, follows that blown odor for a little bit, and then comes back and nails the actual track line. Okay, so you can see the bulk of your blown odor move to the right of the road, and it looked like it went off the track line for at least 15 to 20 feet. This is very common in how dogs will work these road crossings. You know, and the more we work Frankie, the more you're going to be getting your steps in. Your exercise level is going to absolutely go through the roof. Just get ready. Okay, so this little stoppage is harness and lead irritation. That's all that is. She just all of a sudden didn't like it, so she's stopping in her tracks, chews a little bit of grass, but then has to continue on. You do a really good job of just being patient and not doing anything here, and I think that that's quite important. We want her to get over this on her own without too much confidence boosting from you. Okay, so you've just completed about a 1,200-meter track with less than a 6-month-old puppy, off lead. Pretty amazing. Really, really great job. Great work. Let's just get another harness. This is very similar to what you had before. Most of the pressure's on the neck.